What's going on, everybody? My name is Jesse. I'm a career firefighter up in New Jersey. I've been working in the industry for about 13 years now. I do EMS on the side, and just like a bunch of you, I'm sure you trade a lot of time for probably a lot less money than you deserve. So I was looking at ways to branch out of that, start buying my time back, expand into some other areas that I really don't have much familiarity in, and just trying to find out what's out there and what's available. And through a mutual friend, I met Amanda, who I'm sure many of you know by a lot of the lives and videos and things. She introduced me to the team, to Ron, and just that's kind of where it all started. So after talking to the team, talking with Ron, Amanda, everybody there, started to understand a little bit about the space, and I wanted to do my research. I wanted to vet the company. There are so many horror stories out there in the automation space, whether it's with Amazon, with Shopify, Walmart, Facebook, whatever it is, right? And if you look them up, you'll find all of them. I never found anything or any company that had the reputation behind it that Automation Empire did, but also just the tangible assets, right? There's no company that could find staffing. I couldn't find anybody with warehouses, office buildings, anything like that. I looked up the address to Automation Empire and I see this giant brown building. I'm like, man, I wonder if they're actually in here. Doing some more research, yes, they very much are. So that kind of gave me a certain level of comfort, and once moving through a little bit more of the process, I signed a contract, sent the initial payment, got a 70-30 profit split store, just like some of you did. And then I wanted to put a face to a name. So I went down to Florida and I met with the team. I showed up with 3 boxes of 5-0 donuts. They had no idea who the hell I was. And I introduced myself and said, hey, this is me. What's going on? So I saw a little bit of the back end operations, really cool. Got to meet everybody and just see what they were about, feel them out. And I was satisfied with what I saw. I didn't get to see the warehouses or anything yet because I was there for a short amount of time, but I was comfortable. So I gave my initial capital. That was in November of 22. By December, I had products in my store, and every step of the way, either Paul or somebody else from the office gave me a step-by-step of, hey, this is what's going on and this is what to expect. I really can't complain there. Starting out, just like anybody else, super nervous. I knew nothing about the industry, right? So being able to ask questions and have people get back to me right away or within a timely manner definitely made me more comfortable. They kind of updated me with things that I didn't know about. I would fire off emails or ask questions. Hey, what does this mean? Somebody usually got back to me within a day or so, or I got a phone call and it was like, hey, this, whatever. And it all made sense. So I really can't complain. Customer service, solid. Moving into now, I'm about 24,000 in gross profit. So I'll be honest, there was a huge jump. At first, again, like I said, I was nervous. 1 sale, 3 sales, 1 sale, right? Not much moving for a couple of weeks. You got to trust the process. The whole beginning of it is slow rolling your store, small ticket items. You got to build that trust with Amazon, right? I wasn't sure how this all worked. I'm trying to trust the process, but it's hard when you don't see what's the results in front of you, right? One week, it shot up. And then it was like a stair step going up month after month, right? A little bit more each time, 30, 40, 50% higher than the month before. The units were going crazy. And then I remember there was one day that I sold tuna. I think there was $1,700 worth of tuna bought at one time. And I was just looking at I decided to pull the app up and I looked on my phone and all the little yellow boxes or rectangles for the seller account were like super small and I couldn't figure it out why. There was this one giant one in the middle. And then I finally put 2 and 2 together and looked into it and I saw I sold $1,700 worth of tuna that day. Super dope, right? Again, I've never made money passively. It's always been trading time for money. So to know that, I think I was at the gym while that happened. While I was doing a set, I come back and I look at my phone and I have $1,700 in sales. Absolute home run. So really cool early on to see something like that happen. And that's when I really realized the full potential of what this opportunity could provide. So meeting the team, like I was talking about earlier, when I first went down, I got to see the office building, a lot of the staff, a lot of the big admin side of things, but I didn't get to see any of the back end as far as the warehouse and the other staffing that goes, right? I went down for the immersion tour. I believe it was in February. I went down for a couple of days. I got to see the whole rest of the operation. It was super cool, right? The warehouse, the staff, even some of the Colombian counterparts. I believe Diego was there, and an absolute gentleman. So it's really cool to see, you have a little bit of skepticism when you don't really know who's controlling what or where the staffing is, right? Or you hear somebody outside in another country. You have nothing to worry about. These guys are all on top of the game. And even Diego, who is running the entire team, is an absolute home run. So there's nothing to worry about there either, and it really did put me at ease. Back to the warehouse, after meeting the team, being able to see some of the other investors, it kind of made me a lot more comfortable, even though I was pretty confident in what was going on previously with what I've experienced. Being able to see other people in the same situation as me, the same place as me, with their investments, with their stores, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy. And it was nice to be able to, pick the other people's brains and see what they're seeing, and if it's a similar projection to where I'm at, either if they're right in front of me or if they're just behind me and I can provide that information for them. Going back to the first product sold, I'll be honest with you, I bought it myself because I want to put inside of a picture frame on my wall, actually in this office, somewhere right here, is going to be a $1 million piece of construction paper, because the first product that I got was block erasers and blue construction paper. So being able to move through the products and see the different range that I had, some things sell at certain times. So maybe you're gonna have some things move, some things don't, right? It all depends on the season or what the items are. I gotta tell you, some things might sit there for a little bit. It's okay, you gotta have the faith, because I had block erasers sit for a couple of months over the summer, right? Soon as August came, over 200 units sold. So you just got to have faith in the process, right? If Amazon trusts your store and you have a good reputation with them, they will put you in front of the customers because they want to make money too. So I got to be honest, going down, meeting new people, really not knowing what to expect, I was blown away how much I was welcomed with open arms. And I actually ended up going out to get dinner with Ron. We were talking business, trying to teach me a little bit about the space, right? And we're driving down the road and we see this vehicle up on a tree. And there's two people standing outside the vehicle, and we're going by and we're like, oh man, they were in an accident. This vehicle is like 6 feet up in the tree, right in the middle of the meeting. So we flip a U-turn, we come back down, go over there. This one kid's out. He's bleeding from his mouth, his nose. He sliced his whole eye open. So we're going over and we're talking to him. I grab him, try to set him down because he's just all over the place. And the other kid's pretty banged up. He's got a pretty bad head injury. And we're sitting there trying to calm him down, talking. The one kid's sitting inside the vehicle still. And I'm trying to talk to the two of them, and Ron is going, hey man, like, move. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, move, fire. I'm like, what? And I look, and the whole front of the vehicle bursts into flames. I swear to God, right? So now we pull the kid out, we get him over, we move him to the curb. There's no cops there, there's no firemen, there's no EMTs yet. This literally just happened. And as we're pulling the kid out of the truck, one of the cops pulls up. And we tell him what's going on. We pass the kids down. We tell them, we just kind of, hey, we stopped by here. And we wanted to help. There was nobody here, right? That's a normal day for me, right? I'm not trying to say that for any particular reason, but being able to see Ron without any hesitation just hang out next to me, like, and come up like, hey, let's go. Like, we want to stop? Yeah, let's stop. Okay. He came up, we were both right next to the truck. We were both talking to the two kids, right? We're trying to, he's watching me as I'm looking at this kid, and he's looking out for me with the fire that's coming out of the front of this vehicle. Then we both pull the kid out, and we set them on the side of the road, and it's hard to find people like that, So my point is that there was a level of trust that was instilled in me from him just by that whole interaction, because he was there with me. He was staying right by my side no matter what. So if that type of interaction bleeds over into how he runs the company and how he treats his employees and what his values are as a father and a business owner, I gotta be honest, I'm super confident where we're at, and I can't wait to see where we go in the future, because with those type of people around you, anything is possible. Look, the bottom line is, if you're thinking about investing, right, you got to look at the story that I just told you. Who is managing the company, right? Who is running the company? I understand there's a lot of changes that have happened, right? But who's at the helm? Who's controlling it? What's the team behind it? If you can trust them and you can see that they're going to treat you the same way that they would treat one of their own, you're going to be in good hands. And for me, somebody that comes with a lot of skepticism when I put my faith in people I don't know, I was blown away by the whole experience. And if you're on the fence about investing, you got to figure out what's your reservation. Is it because you don't know these people? Because we don't know any of our friends before they become our friends, right? We don't know anybody on this planet until we do. Take the time, learn to, take the time, introduce yourself, figure out who these people are, and I promise you, you're not going to look back on a bad decision. You're going to be grateful for everything moving forward. And quite honestly, I look forward to moving there with you because I think we're all going to be heading in the same direction. So with that, hope you have a great day. Feel free to always reach out if you like to, and enjoy. Cheers.